Hey, hey. I know it's been a while. I haven't been on in a while. And every now and then I need to detox because y'all motherfuckers are needy. Y'all needy. I be having a detox because y'all be needy. Okay? The other tarot readers won't tell you this because they full of shit and they do want your money. I don't need you. I let the welfare feed you. I ain't got no lie to tell you, no bullshit to sell you. Y'all needy. And that's where the sin in tarot comes from. I'm gonna give you a hint. If you log on to YouTube, just youtube.com, and the algorithm knows to show you a page, a home page full of tarot videos, you're addicted and you have lost your connection with source because now you're depending on someone else to tell you what's going to unfold in your life versus you embodying creation. If you are not actively creating your own circumstances and your own lifestyle, you are not connected to source. That is what sinning is. Like doing things that send yourself away from your connection with source. So anytime that you're depending on someone to tell you every little detail about what's going to happen in your future, you that's the sin in tarot. The cards aren't actually the problem, you are. They're just a tool. They're just 3D matter. They're just an object. What you've done is idolized it. And what y'all do is idolize tarot readers and the ones who are okay with playing that role and catering to your codependency. They're the most popular ones on YouTube. And then you got the real motherfuckers like myself who don't play the radio with y'all ass because dealing with me, I'm going to force you to evolve and ascend. I am not going to allow you to latch on to me. I don't even let my children latch on to me like that. Back the fuck up. Self sufficiency. I am the master of self sufficiency. I don't depend on nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't believe nobody. Until I have gone through the motions and given myself the time and allow myself to sit back and observe and see how someone behaves and their pattern of behavior, then I can't trust you. Then I can't believe you. Then I can't understand you. Then I can, work with you. But I'm never going to pull off of anyone. I'm not a burden on anyone. Ain't nobody in this world who can call me a burden. If they do, they're a motherfucking lie. Because anytime I'm around you, I'm improving your life. I've given people husbands. I've given people jobs. I've given people businesses, grants. So I come with perks. I come with monetary reward. I come with bonuses. Shawty got gifts and tricks. So that's why I ain't been on here doing no more free readings, and I'm not gonna do any more free readings because, baby, spiritually, I'm more valuable than all these people. Think of the most popular tarot reader you can think of. More valuable than that person. More connected to that person. That's why I don't play with y'all. And that's why I'm not doing no more free readings because y'all be pulling on my energy. But what I will do is come on here and I will read the energy because that is my gift. I'm an energy reader. So that's what I will do. And I'm going to do that. Trusty Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. And then, of course, my Starman Tarot that I love so much. I connect with it so hard. And I'm going to read the energy for y'all because I do want to stay active on my channel. But it ain't going to be, this ain't that. Over here, this ain't, Empress vibe is not that bullshit that y'all be on in every other place. I ain't for it. I have my own life. I'm not coming on here. I'm not going to give y'all no set schedule because you don't control my damn time. And I don't have to come to you. I don't have to show up. Just be grateful and have gratitude and come with a cheerful and a giving heart when I do show up. Period. We just had that Capricorn full moon and baby, the energy is very raw when it comes to someone asserting their value. And up in here, being how valuable I am both in 3D and spiritually, baby, you gonna compensate me for anything. And whatever I give you for free, you gonna appreciate it or you gonna move around. And that's how the parameters work around me. Okay? But if you want to ascend and evolve, you in the right place. If you want somebody to coddle you, go somewhere else. Because my readings will hurt your feelings. All right, let's get into the energy. If you've been in a shell, if you've been in a cocoon, maybe you were in this shell or you were hiding yourself, ducking off. How appropriate. If you've been in a shell hiding or ducking off because you want to get away from like the hoopla, the weirdos, the crazy energy, the confusion, you're getting ready to excel from your place of solitude. Yeah, we got triple eights. Eight, eight, eight. You have three eights here, and it's in the cups, the swords, and the wands. That's water, air, and fire. Sustenance. All the things you need to stay warm, all the things you need to live. Air and water you can't live without, and then fire is going to keep you with sustenance. You'll be able to get whatever you can from the land. Anything that you can acquire with your own skills are supported right now. Three eights. I also see the 3 plus 8 is 11. That's a master number. It is a master teacher. So lessons that you have gone through, and I feel like experience is the best teacher. People don't really learn from words. You have to show them with action, and that's supported here with the 8 of wands. Whatever actions you've taken to get away from that nonsense and to put yourself into a new level, people are starting to realize it. They starting to realizing that you don't fuck with them no more. They starting to realize that they can't come close to you. Maybe they didn't understand it at first, that you were serious about walking away from something, but it's starting to click for people, and it may come to some in a dream. If you're the one that's been cut off, okay, it may come to you in a dream that you've been cut off, and you start seeing things that support that, both in your dream state and in wake state. Maybe some eerie things or weird things start happening to you. That may be the thing that causes you to grasp the understanding that, okay, I've been left behind. But if you're the one who has done the leaving people behind, then there's some supernatural energy around you. And I feel supernatural movement. So things that it may seem like your life has been stagnant for years, or you could have been in a space where it feels like you'll take one step forward and then you have to go 3 steps back for a long time. It's giving Saturn return type energy. So if you're a person who is experiencing the depths of the shadow, the Saturn return, or if you're going through your dark night of the soul, which is that really harsh period of life, that the chosen tend to have that really harsh dark period in their younger years. Those who are sheep or whatever, and they just take the easy route out, or they abide by the rules of society and live in a box, they go through it in their midlife crises because they were so busy just following all the rules and doing whatever everyone else wanted them to do and following trends when they're young, that they missed the spiritual ascension, and they missed the experiences that cause you to spiritually ascend. But it's gonna catch up with everybody, so they get it in their 50s. That's called a midlife crisis. Those of us who are called and chosen, many are called, the chosen are few, but the chosen ones, they be going through shit at a young age. Ask me how I know. You go through shit at a young age, but it refines you so quickly. And once you get through that dark night, by the time when Jesus started his ministry at age 33, by the time you get in them early 30s, you'll be a whole different person than you were in your childhood. And this is the energy that I'm feeling here. It's like an evolution. A new face is coming out, a phase, like moon phases. A new face is being born here. Your reflection, how you reflect emotions, how emotions are reflected onto you. If you've been someone who people often projected things onto you in your life when you were younger, get ready to ascend past that, because you've developed your own energy, and you've set boundaries that do not allow people to do that to you. Strength card comes out here. You have set the boundaries that don't allow people to project things onto you. You have your own strong face now, and I heard strong faith too. So if you left something that would have been considered a comfort, maybe you left the nest, or you left a husband, or you left a wife, or whatever it is that you left, something that you gave up, left, or sacrificed, it is being returned to you 100-fold. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing. Let's say you gave up a man. You're not going to get the same man that comes back 100-fold, means 100 times better. So whatever it is that you gave up, is being returned to you 100 times better. Maybe you was like, I don't want to take the route that everyone wants me to take. I don't want to go to college. I don't want to go to a 4-year university just because someone says that that's what you need to have in order to be important in life. Well, you sacrificing, because it ain't shit to sacrifice. I promise you it ain't. I know so many people with degrees that don't get half as much money as the ones who is like, I know college dropouts that make infinitely more times than people with college degrees. Those who only have a diploma who make, 20, 30,000 more a year. Those are just an associates who make 40, 50,000 times more a year than people with degrees. So whatever it is that society may have told you to like stay in this box and this is what you're supposed to do, this is the mask that you're supposed to put on. If you chose to throw that by the wayside and live in your truth and authenticity, things may have been dark. It may have gotten lonely. You may have to go off by yourself and limit contact with people. I heard family too, especially with the cups and the moon here. Mother energy or mama side of the family ain't about shit. Whatever the case, it tends to be the mama side of the family that really ain't about shit. That side of the family don't be about shit either, because they raised that motherfucker. But most of the time, it be, for whatever reason, people do not be liking their mama side of the family. And I be understanding. But yeah, it's like revival. There's a revival happening here. And it's in the summer months too. A lot of churches have revivals in the summer. You remember back in the day, you used to have that big old tent and you had them the metal fold out chairs sitting out there in that hot sun underneath that tent. The chairs be hot. Even if you in the shade, the chair's still gonna be hot, especially if you in Georgia where I was at with it. But yeah, just old school revival. It's that time of year. The energy is here. A lot of revivals happen around that time. And it coincides, even if it's in the church, it's still energy. There's a reason why a lot of churches have revivals around the same time of year. The energy is there. Especially Leo. Leo is such grand energy. Something that you've been wanting really bad, you may be able to finally secure during Leo season. It looks like things are going to be moving super quick for you. I'm talking about the people who were bold enough to go ahead and cut some shit off. We have the King of Swords and the Ten of Cups. It's law. It's law that you protected. The fact that you are able to walk away from worldly things and follow source, or follow what it is that your spirit is leading you to do, which is source. Infinite returns, tenfold returns, hundredfold returns, and it's law. Take it as law. As long as you're hearing it out my mouth right now, you might as well believe it in your mind as truth. I'm not here to try to tell you what's going to happen in your life, because everyone has free will. But for the specific energy that I'm feeling here, someone who got rid of the bullshit, somebody who was not afraid of sacrificing everything that the world tells you that you're supposed to have, be, and do. You sacrificed that, and you got away from an environment that was not healthy for you, so that you can learn who you are on your own, so that you can get the experience that teaches you how to utilize your gifts, so that you can become the person that you are called and chosen to become. Whatever you sacrificed or whatever you gave up, it is being returned to you tenfold, 100-fold, infinitely. And you're coming back bigger and better. You went away one thing, you're coming back something else. I got Gemini energy here. You went away something, you're coming back something else. Aquarius energy is here too. I don't feel it so much for Libra, because this is more of a balanced reading, and I've been feeling a lot of imbalance with Libra lately. But Aquarius is close to that Pisces card, and we have Pisces here. Good things are here for you. It's almost solidified. You may not even see it in your life right now, but if you just trust and believe and you move as if you already know, your protection, your happiness, your fulfillment, the joys of your heart, the desires of your heart, it's all being fulfilled for you. And it is matching the effort that you put into removing yourself from nonsense. You know when some shit is gonna happen for you. You know when something is right for you. You know when something is or is not your path. With the Temperance card here, you know, you understand, and a lot of people started knowing better. And once you know better, you do better. Maybe you had gotten into a new religion, or you got into a new thought patterns, or you're introducing, or maybe you're leaving religion, I should say, and just starting to be more of a free and independent thinker. And that could cause the removal of yourself from environments that don't support that evolution and that ascension. And whoever you are, whatever it is that you gave up, it's about to be repaid to you. Handsomely. Very handsomely. Goddess, what say you on this message? Let's get something to wrap this up. Fertility. Yes, it is a fertile time. I'm telling you, It's a exponential growth. It's quantum leaps that's happening right now. This ascension is like you're moving into a whole new reality. You coming back as something new. You went away as one thing. You've come back as another. Fertility. And I see a whole bunch of O's. I also see a moon in here, which coincides with the moon that I got here that I was showing y'all in this reading. It is a perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. The full moon will do that. It will illuminate the path that you are to take, and it'll teach you how to get there the quickest way. The quickest way from point A to point B, from where you are to where you want to go, is illuminated. The path of ease, the path of least resistance, that is God. Whenever something happens really quick for you and it happens really easy and there is no holdups and there is no issues, that's God working. That's God moving on your behalf. That is the flow of God embodied in the 3D. And that's the energy that you have here because you moved away from those distractions or you moved around them. Inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Doing what you had to do for yourself is what opened up the fertility for you. It is what made you super fertile. It's somebody who could not have children in a past relationship, or you thought something was wrong with your reproductive system, or you thought that the inability to conceive had something to do with you. It was not you, it was your partner. And as you have, this is someone who would have left that relationship. In the new thing, in the new relationship that comes toward you, you won't have those problems. You're not gonna have fertility problems because your womb is healing. You've healed your own womb as your inner goddess. You've done your own healing. When you do what it is that you want to do, get off to yourself, ride dolo, have fun, learn to enjoy yourself, to not be impatient or needy for anything and anyone. When you have a lack of codependency, Source can come in and provide everything for you. Because Source ain't nothing but completion. In the beginning, there was something, but it wasn't whole. Ever since that realization that I am, but something's missing, or what if? Every place in your life where there's a what if, let God come in and complete that for you. Every place, any uncertainties that you may have had around leaving somebody or going off on your own or doing things your own or starting a new journey without any support, let God come in and be your completion. Let him be your fulfillment, or not even let him and her be your fulfillment. There's one thing and then there's another. You went away one thing, you came back another. Then there's, you are something, but you're also something else. You are light, but you are dark. Balance is here. Ease and balance is here. Things are coming back to you. Fertility is here. Anything that you feel like you lack right now, just trust. Keep trusting Source, trusting God, trust your higher power, whatever you may call it. And know that you will be made whole. You will be made whole. Look at all these circles on these cards. Whole. You will be made whole. You may have felt like you were in a black hole. You felt like maybe you were in a place, or you feel like you started so behind, or you're so behind that you can't catch up. But you have exponential movement happening for you. 10 of Cups, Temperance, and the 8 of Wands all together. You're not even going to believe how things are about to move for you. You're about to get so big, so quick. And it don't necessarily have to be fame, but there's been this period where you were strict about who the hell you'll let talk to you and how you let people talk to you and how you let people deal with you. You're not letting people talk to you or deal with you any kind of way anymore. And that level of strict boundaries that you've put up around yourself has attracted so much prosperity for you, so much abundance for you. Because you let the universe know, I'm not putting up with that, so ain't no point in you sending that my way. So now that the universe is sure about not sending you no bullshit, it's sending you the good shit. And you finna have some just quantum leaps happening here. So much happiness. I feel like over the next year, and I'm not saying it's gonna take a year for you to see these things. Everything is cyclical. That means, from now until the year, things will be steadily happening. Each and every day that you wake up, look forward to something beautiful and amazing happening. It's going to get you further and further to the goal that you have in your mind's eye. But it's something so exquisite, so lush, so luxurious here. That type of energy is here that whatever it is that you thought you were about to get, it's going to be even better than that. Purification. You thought you you knew what it is that you want, but you still have, however it was that you've been programmed, that in old environment that you had to leave, those influences that you left behind, they still have, a little residue, little remnants of taking up space in your mental. And it will take your life journey. We're here for a life journey. You're not gonna wake up tomorrow and be fully healed, but it also don't mean that you're gonna still be, down bad. You can be enjoying abundance in the process of continuing your healing, because it's a lifelong process. Purification. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and your mind. You don't even realize how good things can get for you because you've never seen it. Your mind cannot comprehend what it has not seen yet. That's why you don't just listen to your mind. That's why you listen to your spirit and you move from your heart. Because your mind will have you believe in shit that it has been programmed to retain. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others and demands on your time and your energy. It's a self-love here, and it's so deep and it's so true, and you've proven it with action. Meaning that you got the fuck on from somebody. You got the fuck away from somebody or some people or a certain type of situation or a family bloodline. You don't even want to be around them no more. You estranged in the motherfucker. You don't want to be around these people. You don't want them to know where you live. You don't need them to know your number. You ain't picking up no calls. You ain't making no calls. You ain't explaining shit, and you ain't hearing no explanations. Done. It's over with. That's done. That's dead. Over. I feel like they had their time. They did not use it wisely. The King of Swords has come to cut it off, let it go. King of Swords, Eight of Swords. If I'm not talking to you, it's because we're not going to talk ever again. Please believe that. If you calling me and you can't pick up, it's because we're not talking. I'm never going to speak to you again. There's no reason to. And I don't feel like nobody is mad with this Ten of Cups. Ain't no resentment and hatred in a person who has this level of blessed energy and strength following you around right now. Ain't nobody resentful. They just in a new level. They on a new level in life, and you can't come. I tried to get you to come with me for years, but you didn't want to. You would ridicule me. You would talk crazy to me. You would be mean to me. You would make me seem like I'm crazy. You would do this, do that. Everything you could do to avoid taking accountability for your crappy ass life, or for the type of fugazi ass energy you give off to people. And I'm talking to those that you got away from. That's what I'm talking about. They'll do anything to accept, admit that they are wrong, or they'll do anything to try to get people onto their side so that they don't have to admit to themselves that they're trash human beings. But the proof gonna be in the pudding, because you're getting ready to receive so much if you got the fuck away from these people and from these influences. If you a person who ain't spoken to family in months, years, and you've been off doing your own thing and the road been hard and you've been alone and you wonder why it is that you don't get the luxury of having a support system like other people do, trust me, yours is in the making. It's on its way to you, and it's going to be more beautiful than anything you could have ever imagined, because you don't know no better. You've never had that support, so you can't possibly imagine how beautiful it's going to be. And if you can, just by chance, you have an amazing imagination, because if you can think it, you can have it. And you create these scenarios in your mind where you have, feminine grace surrounding you and praying for you, and you have masculine protection around you, protecting you and providing for you. Your mind may have, helped you kind of build these parameters of a vision for yourself, but what's coming for you is so beautiful. It's so rich. It's so amazing that you don't even know. You don't know. You couldn't know because you've never experienced it. But you're about to have some beautiful first-time experiences, and you deserve it. Beautiful, fertile time. You're taking care of yourself because you're taking care of yourself and getting rid of these negative outside influences and putting up boundaries. You have the space and the ability and the desire and the want to receive. Sometimes you don't want to receive because, people is trying to give you bullshit. But if you get rid of the people who give you bullshit, every time you open yourself up to receive, you're going to reap the benefits. And somebody is truly reaping the benefits under this energy. Thank you so much, Capricorn full moon, for just tapping people into their value and not letting them play the radio with these motherfuckers. And Saturn, I thank you for your discipline. You gave R. Kelly 30 years, and that's a little hard. But shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When Saturn come and move through, everybody got to get right. And right now, everybody is getting right now. It is the end times. It is the end of an era. It's not what a lot of religious people think it's going to be, but it's definitely the end times. You're definitely in the last days of that bullshit. You in the last days of fugazi-ass sheep society. You in the last days of, manipulation and people using double speak to get over. You in the last days of that. And we moving into the age of Aquarius where shit gonna be real raw and very objective, and you're not gonna be able to play the victim because Aquarius don't even move by emotions like that. A lot of these family members gonna try to play the victim when you get to where it is in your expansion and all your beautiful lifestyle and everything starts coming to you. They're gonna want to be in your circle. You better not. You can forgive somebody and tell them keep it the fuck pushing. Don't come over here. Ain't nothing over here for you. I have nothing for you. They're going to call you up, so-and-so died, you coming to the funeral, unless you want me to get on that mic and tell the truth about who the fuck your mama was, or who your daddy was, or who your cousin was, or who auntie was. You don't want to invite me to no funerals. It's that type of energy. Somebody who, I'm talking about done. Ain't no more emotional attachments to that old shit, because you couldn't have that. You couldn't have 10 of cups if you still have emotional attachment to that bullshit. The King of Swords cut it all off. King of Swords, 8 of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Swords. You got the fuck. You got the fuck. Somebody got on. They don't want to hear no bullshit no more. They don't want to answer no phone for nobody no more. What we got to talk for? I ain't got no talk for you. I ain't got no talk for you. I don't have any talk for you. For those who don't understand urban, language, and for those who act like they can't understand black women when they speak, it's because you're stupid. You don't have the cognitive skill to be able to understand something that doesn't sound exactly like you were trained to speak. It means you probably have issues with foreign languages too. So you the dumb one. But anyway, I digress. People be coming on here. I ain't really even understand. I see a lot of pale people try to say that on black content creators' channels. I don't understand what they're saying because you're stupid. Because you're biologically inferior and cognitively insufficient. That's why. With your dumb ass. All right, that's been the reading. I'm finna go drink a little more, pop a little more, enjoy my Saturday. I'll see y'all next time.